to writers or aspiring filmmakers, or I would say any profession that you're chasing right now, is that remember that you can be talented and it can be your inborn gift, but what will actually make you happy in life and will help you to stay away from depression, from self-doubt, is just simple craft. There is no difference in what you're doing, what I'm doing right now. We just need to strive to have just simple fun, have this moment of incredible high of creating something. And that high is much stronger than alcohol or drugs or sex, anything. That moment when you create a script, the moment when you're taking that photo, the moment when you're starting a startup, the moment when you are, your stock price in the market it just like spikes up. Anything, whatever you do, that moment of creation is so unique and so incredible.
Shifting to social media has happened for a lot of us, obviously, because of the pandemic. Shifting to digital means in general. For me, it was always, I'd not say important in the sense it was the only thing I focused on, but it's something I enjoyed since the very beginning. Like, I think I joined Instagram back in 2013 as just a fun thing, and I've always treated it like a personal blog. And even though now it's like a business account and I should ideally be curating my content, but I don't, because I feel that staying true to myself, and that is how it's going to be.
The copying of stuff has been there way before even internet, for that matter. Like, we know all the songs, we know the movies have been taken, we know, like, everything basically has been in a way recycling, but blatantly plagiarized also a lot of times. So now, in my personal experience, in fact, it has happened to a couple of people I know where their work was, taken or used without their permission, and they raised a red flag, and there was a huge sense of support from the community. And this is only possible because of, on Instagram, let's say, or on the internet. So people definitely come together. So that.
I also feel like the copying of content lately, people are like, oh, because of the pandemic, all of this is happening and there are lesser regulations. So, we see a lot more plagiarism. I think it's been there throughout. It's just the fact that all of our screen times have increased and the places where we seek inspiration have become not smaller, but like now that everyone has access to that and is accessing it actively, because everyone's creating content now. That copying is just natural almost. Like everything is a copy of a copy of a copy. You get the gist.
Everything that we create or everything we talk about, everything that we say, it's based on something. Like, if I will tell the story about the boy and the girl who fall in love with each other, but they can't be together. It's Romeo and Juliet, but it's Romeo and Juliet and thousands of other stories. You have it's a story of a man whose lover has died and he's trying to, find the ways how to bring himself together. It's Dante. But at the same time, thousands of more stories. Our human mind was developed on fairy tales, on mythology, on so many different tales that, of course, we have certain pattern. And then it was just overall pattern of thinking, pattern of perceiving the world. We're thinking in those patterns and formulas, right? So, of course, we'll be expressing it also in a way similar way. But if you bring your own experience of how you see the world, how you feel out of place here, it already won't be a matrix, it will be you. So bringing your own experiences and empathizing and bringing your life experience into any formula, this is what I think makes your narrative yours. Because all of us as human beings, doesn't matter where we are and whether we are from the tribe away from the civilization, or we are in Bombay, New York. We are always talking about certain. Um, we all of us, we feel, we feel love, hatred, envy. We have egos. It's the same thing, right? So any tales based on this will be like any other tale.
You realize that you want to do something, one thing, but you came here and you realize, oh, something else is trending. Let's say, I don't know, like, for example, now web comics were really in just like 1 or 2 years back. Everybody's trying to now make web comics. Whether or not they like making comics, it's a different thing. They just think that, oh, if I keep making one panel every day, I will have this following, and then I can do, like, I don't know, I can monetize on that. And this is crazy. So that puts people in a very different frame of mind. Artists especially, I feel it's very stressful. And this again, I know personally a lot of people who feel like this. And the other thing is, because there's so many artists, they also feel this, I don't know why, but like, they're running out of time for something. Like, I mean, they're just out of college, but they're feeling like, okay, I'm already like way behind everyone, I need to catch up. So that, I feel,
even within artists, all of us have different roles. Some of us are at the forefront with our more activist voices, kind of speaking out, while some artists like to tackle this situation in a more light-hearted or rather indirect fashion. I feel like everyone has their own style, even as an artist, of approaching the situation. So I wouldn't go and preach about, like, yes, we should be speaking out and we should be actively engaging with people, because that may not be someone's thing. Having said that, being aware of your surroundings and kind of responding to what's happening around you, being true to yourself and the reality of what we are in right now, I think that's the role of an artist in general.
Remember that you can be talented and it can be your inborn gift, but what will actually make you happy in life and will help you to stay away from depression, from self-doubt, is just simple craft. If you have any friends of yours who are musicians, for example, Indian classical musicians, they're not just coming and saying, oh, I just have this gift from God and I will just play on sitar. No, you will be practicing 5-6 hours a day, no matter what, right? And then you can use your improvisational skills. Same thing with writing or with filmmaking. We need to have very strong craft. We need to read a lot of books on screenwriting, on writing, reading different authors, so that whenever we don't know where to get inspiration from, we have a simple, solid skill. Never think that you can be a professional writer without being educated in the same field. This is the difference between amateurish writer, director, actor, anyone. Between amateurish and professional. Professional is the one who has talent, but what he has the most is the skills. Because talent just can come and go, but skill is always something that stays with you. Even if you're not great writer, you can make yourself great writer. If you're not great filmmaker, you can make yourself great filmmaker just by working on it. I can just keep fucking creating every day right now. Just don't slack. Don't have this, oh, thank you so for the conversation, it was great. And then you will just switch it off and check your phone. Now don't check your phone for next 15 minutes. I don't care what you're doing. Don't check your phone or your social media. Open the book that you haven't read. Join this message to Preet in 15 minutes and ask her to join this challenge. I want you to create. I want you to keep creating no matter what. Just don't doubt yourself, because I want this generation to be fucking champions.